Coaching Center. This institute is one of the most result-oriented and rightfully the top most coaching center in Northeast India. So in this session today, we will be providing insights for the upcoming entrance exam, and we will also be discussing about last-minute tips and tricks, particularly for the Neet 2023. And today we have here with us two prominent faculties from Imperial Coaching Center, and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Arindam Banerjee from Kolkata. So he is a gold medalist and he has an impressive experience of 13 years in the medical entrance field, and he is also the head of department of biology in Imperial Coaching Center. And again here we have with us Mr. Luang. He is from Assam and he has 7 years of experience mentoring students for medical entrance, and he is the head of department of physics in Imperial Coaching Center. So to start with this session today, we will straight away get to the pertinent questions and doubts which a lot of Neet candidates have been asking us. So I will start with Sir Luang here. So would you kindly highlight the recent pattern of the Neet exam?
According to 2023, so the examination mode is pen and paper based mode. So now if you talk about the marking scheme of the examinations, then basically there are 4 subjects, everyone knows it: physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. Each subject will be having 50 questions each, so out of which student needs to attempt only 45. So every subject, every question has got 4 marks as weightage. Apart from that, this time in each and every subject there will be 2 sections, section A and section B. Section A will be having 35 questions and section B will be having 15 questions. So 35 questions is mandatory, and out of that section B has got 15 questions, and out of this student needs to attempt any 10 questions. So ultimately the total questions student needs to attempt is 45. So per subject will be having 180 marks as a whole total, and there will be 200 questions for the entire examination, out of which student needs to attempt 180 questions. So the total marks will be 720. Apart from that, per question will be having negative marking. So I request each and every student, while attempting the questions, please go for a proper verification, and after that you just attempt it.
From 2020, the entire biology is divided into botany and zoology, but there is no clear-cut section in our NCERT book that botany portion or zoology portion. So many of the students are confused that which section will come in which of the part. See, as per you know that normal the syllabus, whatever we have in class 11 and class 12, some chapter are prominent from botany chapter, or some chapter are like prominent zoology chapters. Like if I say like the plant kingdom, it's a clear-cut botany chapter. Plant physiology portion, it's a clear-cut botany chapter. Sexual reproduction, flowering plant of class 12, it's a clear-cut botany chapter. But animal kingdom, human physiology chapters, human reproduction, reproductive health, these are all zoology chapters. But rest of the syllabus, there is no botany and zoology division. Okay, if any question asked, let's say from molecular basis of inertance, principle of inertance and radiation, if any plant related example will ask, and that question will be in the botany section. If any animal related example will be asked, or the question will be asked, it will come in the zoology section. So this is the major thing that you guys have to concentrate on, that particular part.
Frequently asked question is about the number of seats.
Yeah.
So would you kindly highlight the number of seats available for Nagaland indigenous candidates?
Yeah. This year, the first time that NMC gave the approval to the Nagaland government, and Nagaland government this year, from 2023-24 academic session, they will first start this batch, and that is a good news for the Nagaland candidate.
Yes.
Because earlier, what happened? Nagaland got 55 seats from the all India quota.
Yes.
Okay, normal state quota wise, but as per this year, they will get the 100 seats. But out of that 100 seats, 15% will be reserved as a all India quota. Okay, and if we remove 15 seats, that means 85 will be there. some 1-2 seats will be converted to the NRI quota. Okay, and if we say for Nagaland ST candidate this year, I think it will be 80 seats in medical college.
Which is a lot.
Nagaland Medical College, yeah.
It's a lot of seats. Yeah.
But we don't know, because that's also asked by some of the candidates,
Yes.
that sir, what will happen according to the last year, because last year we already have like South, like in the northeast, some Guwahati Medical College, Dibrugarh Medical College, RIMS, Nigrims, these are the medical college, Agartala Medical College. So those students got the chance from Nagaland, they can study in that part,
Okay.
if they got the state counseling. Okay, but I don't know what will happen from this seat this year.
Okay.
Okay, we have no such information. We don't know about the NMC what will be done, because entire of the seat matrix controlled by the National Medical Council of India.
Definitely.
So it's so sure that this year seat will be increased and it will be available 80 seats. And if the northeast quota and outside central pool quota, these are the two pool quota available for the Nagaland candidate. If these are available, so seat number will be more than 120. And it's a huge, because last year what we have seen, even not the last year, 2021 NEET, 2022 NEET, on and around the first counseling cutoff was for the MBBS seat, it was 350 or 360 on and around. Okay, if we take the average. So this year, if 80 seats also available for the Nagaland candidate, I don't know yet about the NEET question paper, how hard it will be. But I think it will be dropped down. The cutoff marks will drop down up to 300. So please study hard, and it's very easy to get 300 marks in the NEET if we just we plan it in a proper way.
Okay. So, sir, talking about this exam, I think the exam is on the 7th.
Yeah.
Which is like very
7th
near
of
now.
May.
Yeah. So it will be. I think it will be very helpful for the students if you would kindly give some sort of a strategy or tips on what to do or what they need to do this week before the exam. You know.
So within that 3 to 4 days, I will suggest to every candidate, single candidate, that don't go for the new chapter. Whatever you know out of the 96 chapter, because in the NEET exam 96 chapters are there. If you prepare with the 30 chapter, 40 chapter, just revise the previous section and cross-check your knowledge by just appearing any kind of mock test organized by any institution or any previous year question paper. So you will be sure that how much you can attend. That is the, I think this is the last week preparations, because nowadays I have seen earlier also so many candidates worried that sir, these are the number of chapters that we have not covered, what we have to do. So my personal suggestion, don't do this, because last time this for 4 or 5 days, if you go for the new chapter attempt, it will be difficult to understand, and those chapter already you have prepared, it will be a very less time for you to revise. So it's a very better, for my point of view, that you go for the only revisions and mock test. Revision, mock test, that will be the ultimate thing for this upcoming NEET, whatever the time we have during this.
So like for the mock test and all, is Imperial giving any mock test?
Yeah. We have organized one free mock test, and it will be starting from the 2nd May, 3rd May and 4th of May. So 3 days will be there, and it's entirely free of cost. No single money even we charge. And whatever the queries we have we got that news that so many organizations, they are pretending like it will be free and they are taking some kind of money from them. It's a recorded session. It's entirely free for each and every candidate. You guys can come, can appear in the exams and can cross-check what's the marks ultimately coming, because whatever the paper, because every time we maintain our quality, we never compromise with our quality. Whatever the score will be here in the Imperial, plus 30 minus 30 will be the 100% NEET score in the final NEET exams. So you guys just come and fill up the form and just give the test and cross-check your marks. No single money will be charged from the Imperial side.
So it is a very good opportunity for the students, and provided that this is free of cost, no hidden charges. So I would like to kindly encourage all the students to assess themselves, to analyze their performance and to analyze their preparation so far for this exam. And one thing, sir, on the day of the exam, that is the most important day. So what are your suggestions? Okay, what are your suggestions regarding things that they need to follow in the exam hall in order to avoid mistakes?
Students' entire preparation, let's say for 1 year, for 2 years, it's depend on only 7th of May. And do it with your normal schedule. Don't do anything that it's new for you. Okay, just as per your regular schedule, the exam timing will be from 2 to 5:20. Okay, 200 question will be there and 200 minute will be there. And it's a very important thing because so many distraction will come in the NEET exam hall. And we have to maintain our focus on the paper. We will not distracted by any of the things. So it's better for the student to focus whatever the other students are doing. It's not our worried matter. No? So and another mistake students did usually in the exam paper, that is attend. Which portion we will attend out of the 4 part, that is physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. Which section I will go first? My recommendation, go for the biology section, either botany, either zoology. Pick that one, solve in the question paper, then come to the chemistry. At last you attend to the physics and first try with the non-numerical based question. And as much as fast you will solve the biology, it will help you to solve physical chemistry numerical part and physics numerical part. But please remember, first solve bio, then come to the chemistry, at last you will come to the physics.
I think those are very useful insights into the upcoming exam, I feel.
And one more suggestion I want to give here is that while going for examination, like lots of the students, what they used to do, they are stuck in a particular question, and after it, they are wasting their time in that particular question itself. See, 200 questions, 200 minutes, but they need to attempt 180. It means on an average, one questions will be having 1 minute, 10 seconds or 30 seconds like that. But in the class, I always recommend a student try to solve the question like within 30 seconds to 40 seconds. So what they need to do, my recommendation is that when they go for question, first they need to go for the biology section. So if they have got some sort of doubt in a particular question, just skip it for a while, because they need to rotate the question paper in the examination 2 to 3 times. Just whatever they know without wasting any time. Say for example, in the botany part, out of 50 questions, they know exactly 25 questions. At first you just go for the 25 questions, go for the zoology part, and after that go for the chemistry, go for the physics, and finally within 1 hour or 1.5 hours, when you are able to complete all such questions, after that you need to go again, repeat, start from the botany part again, so that within a less time you can solve more questions.
Yeah, another thing also, like in biology, less number of numerical are there. Hardly 1, 2 or 3 numerical will be asked from evolution or genetics portion. In biology, according to my concept or my experience, either you know or you don't know. Okay, after lots of thinking, the answer will not come. In the physics numerical or chemistry or physical chemistry part, in that numerical portion you can think. The answer might be right or wrong, that will come. But in biology though, either you know or don't know. That is a 2 option is there. So just if you don't know, skip the next one. Skip the next one. I think that will be the better strategy.
I think all of these tips will be very helpful for the young bright minds of Nagaland who will be appearing this entrance exam. Yeah. So I think now it is only fair that we will need to discuss the important chapters. I think that's one of the most important part of this exam, besides the strategy and all of that. So so would you kindly highlight some of the important chapters of biology?
Yeah. If you just, for every student, just check your NCERT book from class 11 portion. Remember, class 11 portion, unit 3, that is a cell unit. It's very, very important. Okay, in that unit total we have the cell chapter, next biomolecules and cell division. Very important is this 3 chapter, and if we see averagely 6 to 8 question asked from this chapter. Okay, next you just go to the plant physiology portion. Total 5 chapters are there. Transportation in plant, next mineral nutrition, photosynthesis, respiration in plant, and plant growth. If you see these 5 chapters, it's very easy. Major focused from photosynthesis and respiration. Major question asked. If you see from these 5 chapters, averagely you will get 10 questions. Okay, human physiology all have 7 chapters, but we can't suggest that which year, from which of the topics the maximum number of questions asked. Because whatever I have seen, that let's say in 1 year digestion, absorption, breathing, respiration is very vital, important. Next year they change. Okay, and it's a very tough for us to predict from human physiology part, but averagely 10 question also asked from human physiology section. But class 12, I think the most of the students will focus on the class 12 part because it's very easy. Okay, like sexual reproduction, flowering plant, human reproduction and reproductive health from first unit of class 12. Okay, approximately 12 question asked from this zone. Very important unit is genetics, molecular basis of inheritance, principle of inheritance, variation and evolution. Approximately 16 to 18 question asked, and that is a major section. If you study just only 3 chapters, you will get 16 to 18 question. Okay, next go for the 4th unit of the class 12, that is a biotech, only 2 chapter, averagely 8 to 10 question asked from there. And go for the next ecology portions. Ecosystem is there, organism population is there. If you study these 2 chapters, you will get averagely 6 to 8 questions. So these are the major important zones. Some of the other chapters are also there, but if you focus on these areas out of the 38 chapter, if you just focus on this part, I think you will get the maximum number of questions.
Okay. Now I would like to request our HOD physics to highlight some important chapters on physics.
Yeah, for sure. See, physics remain one of the most tough subject, or it always remain hurdles for this, especially for this examination. And if we talk about Nagaland, lots of the students from Nagaland they used to run away from physics. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Right now is the topper from Nagaland last year. He scored only 18 in physics, but he became the topper in Nagaland. It means when we just go through the history of physics, right, it means like the marks always remain down. So I want to provide some chapters name here from where most of the questions will come. So some of the chapters like units and measurement. So I request each and everyone not to skip this chapter, units and measurement, because consistently if you go through the trend consistently from the last 3 years, three questions are coming from this chapter. So we can expect 3 to 4 questions this year also. Apart from that, the chapters like system of particles and rotational motion. This chapter from the last 10 years, the chapter is giving consistently 3 to 4 questions every year. So we cannot skip it also. Apart from that, we need to go for electrostatics from the class 12 part. So electrostatics also you can expect 2 to 3 questions according to the trend. So apart from that, if you go for current electricity, so here also you can expect 3 to 4 questions. And moving charges and magnetism from class 12. So here also we can expect 3 to 4 questions. And ray optics, very important one. So every year they used to give 4 questions, 2 questions, 3 questions from the ray optics part. Apart from that, just go for the modern physics like dual nature of matter and radiation, atomic physics, nuclei and semiconductor. So just if you just go through 6 to 7 chapters here, you can expect 25 to 30 questions. So if you can solve, if you study 6 to 7 chapters and if you get 25 to 30 questions, so for example you got 25 questions, 25 into 4 is 100, and especially for Nagaland, bringing 100 marks in physics is a game changer. It's a game changer. So ultimately at the end of the day, the marks in physics will decide whether you will be having a seat in medical college or not. So I request each and everyone, right now no need to go for additional thing, as sir has already said, no need to go for new chapters. If you don't know, just skip it. But whatever chapters I have mentioned, you please go through again and again. There is a proverb, don't read 10 books, read one book 10 times.
Yes.
So revision is the key to success for every competitive examination, I should say.
Yes.
So just go for revision again and again. If you go through all these chapters, 100%, 20 or 25 questions you can expect. So just be accurate and just stick with the numericals. That's all.
I think the total number of chapter in the physics is 28. Okay.
Sir, if you just segregate it, then it's 36,
36.
including first and second.
So it's not required that our teacher told you guys that it's not required to cover all these chapters. Only highlighted portion or the important section if you go, because majority of the Nagaland students' mentality that we know, everyone want to skip the physics.
Physics, yeah.
So it's not justice towards the physics, man, because everyone actually everyone is good in bio.
Right.
Okay, and everyone will go for the bio. So bio will set up the pillar of the marks. Okay, if the candidate score, like I told you, last 2 years cutoff was 350, 360. So if any candidate score 250, 280 plus in biology, then anyhow if they like
Score 60 to 70, yeah.
in the chemistry also 70, 80 marks. So 100% their secure seat will be secure there. Okay, but physics will be the decider that which candidate will go get the which medical college. Okay, obviously the topper will every time their opportunity is high. So obviously they will look for the high if we got the good medical seat.
So basically, physics is also the deciding factor.
Deciding factor, deciding subject.
Because everyone go with the biology, especially in the Nagaland candidate.
Yes.
They all out go for the biology, but ultimately physics will be the decider.
Okay. So, sir, while we are at it, would you kindly highlight the important chapters for chemistry now?
Last year, maximum number of questions asked, as we can see from the P block element, and from here, 4 questions asked last year. Okay. From the organic chemistry portions, class 11 part, 5 questions asked last year. So just from these 2 chapters, 9 questions, if we say according to the 2022 paper. Okay, if I go in the solid state, 3 questions asked from that particular section. Electrochemistry part, it's a 3 questions from that section. And aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, it's a 4 questions from this particular part. Also, there is another chapter which is common in biology and chemistry. That is a biomolecule portions. In biomolecules, in biology, the students study about the normal biomolecules, its name, its function in the body. And in chemistry, they study about the structures. And in 2021 Neet, 1 question asked that is same in biology, same in chemistry, same year, same option, and same option is correct. Okay, in the 2021. So these kind of chapter we have to look out, because same kind of concept is there, and if we like thermodynamics of physics and thermodynamics of chemistry, little bit of different concept, but if we go like this kind of chapter, it will be helpful for the candidate also, that to cover the chapters in last minutes. Okay, so please focus on these chapters. I think you will get minimum say 70 to 80 marks from this kind of journals.
So I believe we have covered all aspects with regard to the upcoming exam. So I think they should remember the mock test dates also, keep in mind. And from the Imperial Coaching Center, we would like to wish them all the best for the entrance exam. Yeah. So all the very best for the Sunday's entrance exam.
From our side also,
From our side
it's a
also.
good, all the best to all the candidates and all the viewers, whoever it's appearing in that Neet exam.
So thank you all for joining in for today's session with Imperial Coaching Center.